Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk a little bit about grip, specifically the magic finger. So I'm Daniel Norton, photographer here in New York. I make videos like this about gear, about technique, about philosophy. And this is one of the pieces of gear I use that I get a lot of questions about. So I figured I'd make a video, make it easy. In fact, I just used this. If you want to see it in use in the last live stream I did for Adorama, I will put a link for you guys to see that. Essentially, what the magic finger is, at least the one that I use, I'll go over a couple of different versions, is a 40-inch arm like you'd have on a C-stand, right? But instead of having the grip head on the end, you have this kind of ball socket with a 5/8 pin or a baby pin. This allows you to put a light on there and maneuver it around very easily without worrying about light falling off and stuff. As we talked about before, when using C-stands, sometimes people stick the light on the end of the gobo arm, the wrong end of the gobo arm, the only end it would fit on, right? And there's all kinds of reasons why that's not a good idea. If you are using gobo arms, though, and you already have them and whatever, you can get a 650 pin, which I've talked about a bunch of times. By the way, I'll put links to all this stuff in the description. And put that through the gobo head and move the light around. You see me do that a lot as well. Actually, you always saw me do that when I did live streams at Adorama, but now that I've been doing it with my studio, where I have the magic fingers, you see me using that more and more. So I'm just going to kind of show you, because I get a lot of questions, like I said. We'll go through them, and if you have more questions about these guys, go ahead and put them in the comments below. So let's switch to here. I'm using OBS here, so you guys can see my screen. Okay, so I have it open to Adorama's page. If you just put in Matthew's magic finger, you'll get to this. Essentially, as I described, this is a 40-inch arm down here. That's, of course, you can't see, it's cut off. Up here, you've got your 5/8 pin, and as I said, it's made for a light, so it has that little indent there, so you can screw your light down onto it. In addition, when you loosen this handle here, not only can you tilt this, I guess basically 90 degrees, also this part spins on the joint. So essentially, you can move it around wherever you need to pretty easily. Yeah, I said this in the live stream too. They're not super cheap, but man, is it useful. You do still need a one gobo head, so basically if you just have a C-stand with nothing, you'd still need at least one gobo head in order to mount the arm to the C-stand. But you wouldn't use your arm in this case. Okay, so that's that. Now, if you just typed in magic finger, though, you would get more than just this result. So let me show you the other one just to kind of clarify. So this one here is this. You might look at it and be, oh, it's cheaper, I'm getting it. Okay, here's the thing. This picture doesn't show it very well, but this is just this top part is the actual magic finger. It's on something here. It's basically on something. So I'm going to actually show you the Avenger, which is kind of the Matthews competition or copy, or I'm not taking sides there, but they're kind of, they battle each other. They make similar types of products sometimes, so I'm going to show you the Avenger one because I think it's easier to see it in the picture anyways. So the Avenger version, if you will, again, it's the 5/8. It has the ball head here with the little, this has got the T-handle, which is a very classic Avenger thing. To tighten it, they also make one that looks like the Matthews one more. But now this is what I want to show you. The bottom of this one and also of the Matthews, just the magic finger part, is junior or 1 1/8, right? So you could stick it into, let's say, a reverse, not a reverse, a combo stand. Or like you see me doing in that live stream, I put it in my Manfrotto roller stand that I use for my boom, and that has a receiver that is junior, right? Also, if you had a C-stand and you took the riser out of it, you have a turtle-based C-stand, the bottom of that is also junior, so you could put it directly into there if you wanted, right? So that's what that's for. But then you might be wondering, well, why is there another handle here? Well, this hole in the bottom is 5/8, so a baby, right? So if you were putting on like a standard kind of light stand, or let's say the top of a C-stand directly, you would slide your stand into this part and then tighten that down. If you're going to put it into the receiver, clearly you take this handle off. So that just gives you, basically this you could almost think of almost like a grip head, just a different kind of grip head. Whereas this guy up here, the one that I'm normally using, is an entire complete piece. So if you're trying to do the thing that I do, this is really what you want. You could theoretically get this and put it on the end of your arm, but then you're going to have that problem, that the reason why I don't like sticking things on the end of arms. There's no way to really lock it down very well. Obviously, you tighten it down, but it's not going to be the same. So if you're going to do what I do with it, I definitely recommend going with this style. I'll put links to all this in the description, guys. Let me know, what you guys are doing. I know that a lot of people that follow this channel do, in fact, use C-stands to hold their lights. Because I get lots of questions about it, or they want to use them, because they're really convenient. I think in the world of filmmaking, and filmmakers watching this can probably answer this better than me, they typically use C-stands more for grip. That's why when you look at like a gobo head, it's all female. Is because you're putting flags, you're putting various types of diffusion, you're using it to like rig stuff out. So this allows you to then switch it over and use it with the arm for light pretty conveniently, without having any issue with like the light falling over, and also the ability to actually maneuver the light into different positions pretty simply. So that's a magic finger, guys. Let me know if there's any other grip that you've been looking at and you're just like, what is that for? Or maybe you use something cool and you want me to just talk about it a bit. If I have it and I'm in the studio, which I hopefully I will be more soon, I will physically show it to you. And if not, then we can do this kind of thing. It's pretty cool. You can see it. You can kind of imagine how it works. So if you haven't already, guys, go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell so you get the notifications. And I will see you next time.